It's travel season, and I
You.
know, whew, yes, we all want to travel. We're going here, going there, and we want to stay healthy while we're doing it. That can sometimes feel like a big challenge, right, Laura?
Huge challenge for people.
Yeah.
And a lot
But
of excuses happen.
yes, excuses. But we're going to make it super simple, and I just want to give you some hacks for keeping yourself on track with what you're eating, even though you're in the airport, you're running, and even if you run out the door, there's things that you can do. So, what we want to really think about when we're in the airport is let's think protein and fiber combined. That is key. And so just look for protein. What does that look like? It can be nuts, it can be hard boiled eggs, it can be rolled up meat and cheese. Those are your proteins, right? And fiber. They always have bananas now in the airports, fresh fruit. Maybe you can find a fruit bowl. Those are really good things. If you ran out of the house without packing something. But if you can pack yourself something, you're even one step ahead. There are some simple things that we can pack. Again, thinking protein, thinking fiber. Really good, clean protein bars. What do I mean by that? Look at the ingredient list. If there's a lot of artificial kind of ingredients in there, chemicals, things, you don't want them. RX bars is one that I particularly like. Again, look at the ingredient list. Make sure there's not a ton of sugars. There's probably going to be 5, 6, 7 grams of sugar. That's okay. You don't want something that's got 30 grams of sugar. You're just going to crash. So go ahead and look, keep the sugar low, have a nice, 9 to 12 grams of protein and a little bit of fiber in there. Again, you typically, I mean, if you're traveling, if you're staying in the US, you can usually bring fruit with you. However, if you're doing any kind of international travel, you can't bring fruit. So let's not bring fruit if we're doing international travel. If you are, like I said, staying in the States, that's okay. You can pack a little bit with you. You can pack a banana, an apple, that kind of thing. Protein powders. If you have a good protein powder, you can bring that because what I'm also going to recommend is that you bring your own water bottle. Now, this is what I have. I wouldn't recommend this kind, but I think Laura, you've got a great travel water bottle. And there you go. You got to make sure it's empty when you come in. They don't want you bringing any liquid in, but have a nice bottle like that that has, a closed top. Bring it in empty. They have water filling stations in most airports now, so that's not a problem. And if you have a good protein powder that you can just mix up with water and drink, that's perfect. Put it in there, and you've got your protein for fiber. You can also grab, like I said, if you didn't bring fruit with you, grab some in the airport. Don't think about like that you need this great big meal. That's not going to be your best solution. For one thing, you're going to be sitting for 2 or 3 hours on the airplane, right? Maybe longer. If you can just have some snacks to kind of sustain you, a nice trail mix, something like that is going to keep you feeling energized. What happens with the protein? The protein helps you feel satisfied, and then the fiber helps to stabilize your blood sugar. So avoid, candy bars, those kind of things. They feel good in the moment, but chances are you're going to crash. So if you stick with a good solid protein and fiber, you're going to feel better. You're going to start, when your trip is done, you're not going to feel so exhausted. And let me think about it. I have some other options here. You can, again, if you're traveling within the United States, you can cut up some veggies, those kind of things. But again, that's not something you can carry on if you are traveling internationally. Okay, so other options in the airport. Look for nice salads with some protein on top. Most airports have nice salads anymore. That's a really great thing. Grab it either before you jump on the plane, bring it on the plane with you. Sandwiches, if it's, kind of clean, clean, like not a big heavy kind of sandwich, but you might be able to get, you know what I love is hummus and some crackers or veggies, some hummus. They make those now. Those are really good. Your hummus is good protein. It's also protein and fiber. And if it's got some carrot sticks in it, good to go. Stay away from muffins, pastries, candies. Again, that's just going to crash. You're not going to feel great. The thing, it's I think what's really important, Laura, is that we have this mindset that, okay, this is just a few hours. I can get by on just, something that's going to sustain me for a few hours. It's not like I need a big meal. Once you get to where you're going and you're settled, that's when you want to go out, have a nice dinner, that kind of thing. So think of the travel time as just where's my protein? Where's my fiber? Keep my blood sugar kind of stable. Make sure you have some kind of travel water bottle. Or if you don't bring a travel water bottle, buy a bottle of water in the airport. You want to have water. Don't be drinking the sodas and those kind of things. You're going to want to stick with the water. It's going to just, again, uh, keep everything more stable for you. In closing, I just want to say the better you can eat on that plane when you're traveling, the better you're going to feel when you get off. You're not going to feel as bloated. You're going to feel more energized, and you're going to really have a better trip. Anything else you want to add to that piece, Laura?
Darely, you said a really interesting thing. And it wasn't the word mindset, but it was like how you think. If you guys all just plan your trip, use the tips she just mentioned, but also realize that you're just fueling your body for where you need to go. So to plan ahead, how long is my flight? Have those snacks, like she said, the 5 grams of sugar. And she also mentioned nine, keep that in your head. 5 grams of sugar lower, 9 to 12 protein. You have the snacks packed in your bag. You bought them before you're leaving. And then as long as you're fueling your body, be thinking, having a good book with you,
Yeah.
having your podcast with you, other things to keep you busy and nurturing you while you're going from point A to B, point A to point B. It doesn't have to be food.
I love that, Laura. That is great. All right. Thanks very much. Have a great trip, and we'll see you real soon. Bye bye now.
Travel safe, travel safe.